So I'm going to talk to you about adverbs in this lesson. So let me just get my screen up here. Adverbs ending in mente. So an adverb modifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. So let's just kind of highlight that a little bit right there. An adverb modifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. In Spanish, many adverbs are formed by adding mente to the feminine singular form of adjectives that end in O or A. So you add mente to the feminine singular form of adjectives that end in O or A. Adjectives that have only one form simply add mente. So they have only one form, add mente. Note that the ending mente is equivalent to the English ending ly. Also note that if the adjective requires an accent mark, accent remains on the adverb. So accent remains. Okay, so they show you lento, you change it, your O to an A, lentamente. Alegre, alegremente, you just add that. So this verb ended in O, so I changed that O to an A, and then I added my mente. Alegre ended in an E, so I just simply added mente. Rápido, I'm going to change that O to an A and get rápidamente. Fácil, though, I'm just going to add mente, fácilmente. So Teresa canceló el viaje inmediatamente. Cartagena de Indias es particularmente bella. El piloto habla especialmente bien en inglés. Okay, so let's go over here and do this activity. Change one of the adjectives in parentheses to an adverb in order to complete each statement logically. So el español es difícil para mí porque no aprendo idiomas. So Spanish is difficult for me because I don't learn languages easily. So we're going to pick fácil. Fácil ends in L, so then I'm just going to add mente to it. So it'd be, and I keep my accent, because remember, if it has an accent in the adverb, in the adjective, you keep it. So fácilmente. Okay, Manuel camina blank a la escuela porque no quiere llegar tarde. So he's going to walk how? Weakly or quickly if he doesn't want to arrive late? Probably quickly. Oops. Okay, and because it ends in an O, I'm going to have to change that O to an A, and I'm going to keep my accent, so it's rapida, and then add mente, rápidamente. Ana es muy inteligente, habla francés, inglés, y español. If she's very intelligent, is she going to speak these nervously or perfectly? Probably perfectly, right? So I'm going to circle my perfectly. It ends in an O, so I'm going to need to change that O to an A before I add mente. So it's going to be perfectamente. So Ana es muy inteligente, habla francés, inglés y español perfectamente. No voy a ese concierto porque los músicos tocan. If I'm not going to go to the concert, they probably aren't playing divinely. They're probably playing horribly. And since it ends in an E, I'm just going to add mente to that word. Horrible. Oopsies. Did you spell it right? Mente. Horriblemente. Okay. A Juan le gusta visitar a su abuelo en Michigan, blank en el verano cuando hace buen tiempo. So probably especially makes more sense there, not sadly. Especially in the summer, right? And so since it ends in L and not an O, I am just going to add mente to it. Especialmente. Cuando no tengo problemas en mi vida, duermo difícil, tranquilo. Tranquilo is tranquilly or calmly, which if you've got no problems, that's more than likely how you'd be doing it rather than difficultly. Okay, so tranquilo, it does end in an O, so I have to change that O to an A before I add mente. Tranquilamente. El profesor es muy bueno, enseña la clase horrible, apasionado. Apasionado makes more sense if he's good, right? And since it ends in O, I'm going to have to change that O to an A before I add mente. Oops. Apasionadamente. Apasionadamente. I didn't spell it right. Apasionadamente. Okay, mi padre no habla mucho, pero mi madre habla. So he doesn't speak a lot. She speaks probably constantly because they're making some sort of a comparison. Okay, and since it ends in E and not O, I don't change it to an A. I just say constantemente. Okay, so if your adjective ends in O, you change it to an A before you add mente. If it ends in something else, just add mente, and that's how you get the adverb. Okay, hopefully that helped.